Hi guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial, a little refresher on my template 30 rows. She does have a video tutorial on here on my YouTube channel, but I figured I needed another refresher, and sorry for my throat. I don't know what's going on. We're getting sick all over again. I feel like I've been very sick this past year. Of course, my children got sick and then they ended up getting me sick. But anyways, I wanted to do a quick refresher because I had to make a rose with my template 30. So I figured let's just do another little refresher. So this is my template 30. So I believe I do have a video tutorial, I want to say, on the patriotic rose. I know I do, but I don't remember if it was on my template 30 or my template 49. So my template 49 is my most popular template at the moment. Because of course she's so cute. So I know I have a patriotic rose tutorial, guys, but oh my gosh, I can't remember if it was on my template 30 or my template 49, but pretty much they're assembled the same way and pretty much they're the same rose, but obviously as we can tell, it's just a different rose size. My template 49 is the smallest, roughly around 3.5 inches, whereas this one is roughly around 6 inches. Now I do have a video as well here on my YouTube channel showing you guys how to resize my SVGs, because if you do have my SVG, you would be able to resize these templates to make them larger or smaller. So if you're interested in that video tutorial, go to my YouTube channel. And then I do have, like I said, one on resizing my SVG templates. But today we're going to be making this one, not necessarily the patriotic rose. We're just sticking to one solid color. We're going to be using cardstock today, 65 pound weight, by the brand Recollections. You can find them at Michael's. Okay, now template 30 does consist of only 2 petals. This rose style does consist only of 2 styles. I feel like sometimes people get confused when they see it and they open up the SVG and they're like, wait a minute, there's only 2 petals. Well, yes, because you're gonna have to duplicate in order to create the amount of petals that you would need to create this rose. Okay, so it consists of your inner petal, which is your rounder petal. Typically I do 8, but today, because I want a slightly fuller inner center, I'm going to do 12. So up to you again how many you want. Like I said, typically I do 8, but this time I'm going to do 12, but I have also done in the past 16. So again, your preference as to the inner center, and by that I mean this inner part right here, because obviously the more layers you add, the wider the inner center will be. Okay, and then my outer petals, I did 20 just in case. Typically I do 16. That's pretty much my go-to. But depending on how you place your petals, you might need another extra layer. So I just did 20 just to be safe, okay? So I'm going to put these on the side. And then I'm going to take out these. So what do you need? Your template. You're going to need a wooden dowel. Let me find one small. I think we're going to go ahead with this one. Obviously, since this is on the smaller side, I'm going to use a smaller wooden dowel. And you're definitely going to need a glue gun. I am using the Linen Lily by Surebonder. You can find this, I don't know if Amazon necessarily carries this one, the Linen Lily collaboration, but you can get it off their website. That's where I ordered it from their website, Surebonder. Love it. I'm a fan of Surebonder. You guys know that if you're a follower of mine. I have the original. They also do full size, which I'm also a huge fan of. This is what the full size, so if you want to see the difference in glue guns. Typically this is my go-to for small paper flowers, and this is my go-to for large paper flowers. And I think we have everything, you guys. So first thing is first is get your wooden dowel. Get 4 petals. And we are going to give these a curl inward, just like that. You're going to get your glue gun, glue 2, just like that, and then grab your next 2. Okay, and you're going to prep these because we still have 2 more sets of these to prep, just like this. So let me prep those and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so here are my 3 sets, and like I mentioned, I am using 65 pound weight by Michaels, and I am using their 12 by 12 cardstock. Michaels has now started releasing 12 by 12 cardstock packs, which is absolutely fabulous. So this is a pinky color from their pink cardstock pack. I think it has like 10 different shades of pinks in there, and this caught my attention. And like, again, 65-pound weight. Now, if you're curious how many sheets that I use, I actually use two 12 by 12 sheets. Obviously, if you're going to go smaller, 8.5 by 11, then you're definitely going to need more sheets of paper. So, oh, and also I cut this out with my SVG template on my Design Space, but she is also available on hard copy and PDF. So if you don't have a cutting machine, don't fear, because she is available in PDF, which means I would, well, Etsy or Shopify, wherever you buy my template from, they will email you the download option, and then you would just print it. And then hard copy, which is only on my website, www.arielleesedesigns.com, I will mail it out to you, the hard copy template. All right, you guys, so we did the first inner, and now we're just going to wrap this around. Just kind of give it a little rub. Apologies again for the lack of videos. I feel like I've been lacking for the past year, you guys, but I've just been so busy. I've been blessed, and my Etsy has been keeping me very busy, which has been taking, honestly, time away from videos and templates. It's just, you know, I'm horrible at managing time. I feel like I always say I'm going to get my act together, create a calendar, and believe it or not, I have this large calendar right in front of me, and it's been empty for I don't even know how long, because, you know, I just suck at it, at trying to fill up my calendar and trying to stick by. Yeah, no, I'm horrible without time management. Horrible. All right, you guys, so I stuck that one in the center just like this. And just FYI, so this template is in different sizes. So I have my template 49, which is the mini. This is 30. Then I have template 31, 32, 33, and 34. They're all different sizes. A lot of people ask me, why don't you sell them in a bundle, all in this, like, in a group of different sizes? And the reason is, I find, is that some of my clients prefer or need only a certain size, you know, so that's why I kind of have them separate. But again, if you have the SVG, you guys, you can resize them, make them larger or smaller. But when you do my SVG, I specifically give you the sizes for that specific size, if that makes sense. But after that, you're on your own if you want to make it smaller or larger. That is up to you, okay? But just keep that in mind. Okay, guys, so now we're going to add glue to the side and wrap around. But yeah, as I've been saying, I feel like I've been slacking. I know I have been slacking on tutorials on Instagram, and you know, and I think I spoke about this the other day, is nowadays it's very, the social media world has changed so much, you know, especially Instagram. I used to be very, very active on Instagram. But now I feel like Instagram is trying to be like TikTok, you know, and they're just pushing these videos, and believe it or not, making videos is very time consuming. Even if you're just making a short 1-minute video, but having to edit it and trying to find the time, I'm a mama for it, of trying to find the time to record and edit and upload, it's exhausting. And don't get me wrong, I love it, I really do. But again, I mean, I also have my Etsy where I have paper flower sets and butterflies and all that. So, you know, that, well, I think that keeps me busy. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure out a schedule for myself. You know, one day I can devote to video tutorials for you guys, because there's a lot of videos I still have to do for my templates. It's just trying to find the time. But hopefully I can start bringing you guys a video at least once a week. All right, you guys, so we're done with this one. So typically I stop here at 8, but again, I just wanted an extra full. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one more layer. And we are going to wrap this around. Not to mention, now I have 3 kids now in school. Well, my Eli only goes twice a week, but even then, you know, packing lunches, homework, oh my. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. All right, here we go. We're turning it around and going the other way. And as you can see, I'm just rubbing just to make sure that glue is sticking. Wrap around, rub. Side. All right, there we go. So we are done with the inner bud. Again, if you want more fuller look, go ahead and add more petals if you would like. Now we're going to get our outer petals, which is our heart-shaped petals, and you're going to start off with 4. You are going to get your wooden dowel, and you're going to give them the sides a fold back, just like that. Okay, so you're going to do that. Basically, all the petals are going to be prepped this way. You're going to add your glue. I always start off on the side where you see kind of that triangle side, because we don't have it anywhere else. Glue her. Okay. Now I kind of like to stick this finger here, kind of push back, and then with these 2 fingers, my thumb and my middle finger, push it in. Not sure if that makes sense. And then we're going to glue it like this, okay? So get your glue, which I need to add another glue stick. By looking at my stash, I need to go glue stick shopping. And if you're wondering what glue sticks I like to use, I only stick to a Gorilla Glue, guys. Occasionally Surebonder, because I actually have pretty decent glue sticks as well, but I'm just a fan of Gorilla Glue, I'm not gonna lie. All right, and we are gonna glue like this. Let me prep my petals and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. So here we go, the first 2 petals just like this. So you're doing opposite sides. So now you're going to get your next 2 petals. Okay, so add your glue. So now we're going to go opposite, repeat, glue that petal down, and then add a little bit of glue on the side, and now pinch. Hold for a couple of seconds just to make sure that glue is sticking. And then repeat. Opposite side. Okay, so we're done with those 4. So now you're going to get your next 4, and we will repeat the same process. So we're going to go back to this side. We're going to add an extra layer. Now this is an extra, so template 49 is the only row size in this style that I don't do this extra step. But templates 30 to 34 I do. I add this extra petal behind this first one. All right, so as you can see, 1, 2. We will repeat. Go to the next side, kind of pinch, glue, glue, press down. Right, we're done with those 2, and then repeat the other side. Come over here, and we're going to do the same thing. Add glue, and then pinch. Just watch those fingers because you will get burned. This is what the bottom is looking like. just like that. Okay, we are done with those 4. So as of now, we have used 8 of the heart-shaped petals. So now you're gonna get 4 more. This time, we are gonna pick a corner, does not matter which one. You're gonna stick your petal, okay, just like this. I'm gonna do another pinch. A little bit of glue, a little bit of glue. And now we're sticking this side. And give it a little rub. Okay, repeat, grab that petal, go to the next corner, and you will repeat. And I always say this with my roses, do not get discouraged if your rose doesn't turn out the way mine does the first time. Please remember, keep in mind that I've been doing this for many, many years. Make flowers every single day. So it just comes natural, okay? I always say it, practice makes perfect. Okay, next one. Glue, glue, pinch, rub. You can, if you want, use text weight paper with this too. I would recommend text weight for this size as well. Even the next size up, which is my template 31, which is roughly around 9 inches, I would also recommend text weight. But anything larger than that, I wouldn't recommend text weight just because it's a lot more flimsier. It's not as sturdy. Alright, so we are done with those 4. Just give it another rub. Okay, we're done with those 4. Repeat. Get your next 4. I really hope I cut out. And then repeat. Now you're going to go in between the petals. Okay. Glue. Glue. Just like that. And then pinch. Notice I'm using this finger right here, my pointer finger, to kind of pull back the center, but then using that middle and thumb finger to pinch the sides. Okay. Repeat. Add the petal. Glue, glue, and pinch. Not hard, you guys. Once you get used to it, they become so much easier, I promise. Add the next one. Glue, glue. I think the next tutorial I'll be sharing with you guys is my succulent template, which is also, you can also make a dahlia, which is my template 71. You know, spring is coming. Been wanting to make a couple of dahlias. And surprisingly, I do have video tutorials on my dahlia, but the succulent one, I do not. I do have a saved picture tutorial, but the other day, I don't know what Instagram is doing, but I actually noticed that a lot of my old saved highlight stories that I had from years ago, which I made a very, like, for template 71, like I had done a walkthrough of the templates and then like a tutorial. It's gone. I can't find it. And then I noticed a couple of them were gone too. So that's on my top list of recreating a video tutorial. So I have her available for you guys on YouTube. So stay tuned for that one. She will be coming next week. on that video tutorial. So there's 16. I'm going to add another layer. Typically I do 16, but I want more of a fuller rose look. So we're going to add one more layer. And then you're going to repeat. Go in between. Yeah, you guys, you know, honestly, I don't know. I'm not that happy with Instagram anymore. I don't know. I feel like if you're on Instagram, you know, they've changed a lot. I used to like them because I used to love posting pictures. I just feel like they're very selective now, where they want you to make video tutorials. And like I said, I don't mind doing them, but they just require time. All right, so there's that one right there. So yeah, I don't know. So if you notice that I've been a little MIA, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just life gets in the way. All right, you guys, and then we're going to go right here. We're almost done. Fold. Notice those layers. See how they're kind of separated. They're not too tight to one another. 2 more petals to go. I'm gonna add this corner one right here. It's so funny, when I created this template, I thought she was so small. Template 49 was not in the picture because this is the smallest that I would go, and then a client had requested a smaller version, and I was like, okay, let me try. Oh, I love my template 49. So now when I make my template 30, I'm like, my gosh, she is huge. Which really she's not. I mean, 5-6 inches. I mean, that's still small, but you know, compared to the 18 inches that I typically do make, she is, you know, on the smaller side, but compared to my 49, she's huge. And we got one more petal, you guys. That's what the back is looking like. Gonna add glue. And just wait for that to adhere. Give it a blow if you need to. This one's being stubborn. It doesn't want to stick. Yep, this side doesn't want to stick. Okay, got it. And voila, there you go. The rose is all done. Isn't she adorable? I love her. All right, you guys, so there you go. That is my template 30. I hope you found that helpful. If you have this template, reminder that she is available in PDF, hard copy, and SVG. Let me get rid of this little glue over here that's bugging me. And yeah, again, she is slightly older sister of my template 49, which is the little mini version of her. So as you can see what I'm talking about, the size. I thought she was small, but then I created her and I'm like, my goodness, she's she's not as small anymore. My template 30. And then you're all done. And then add a cute little leaf if you want, and she is all done. Now let's share a quick tip on how to mount, because I do get asked that a lot. So 2 things I like to use. Well, actually 3. One is double-sided tape. You can definitely do double-sided tape and just add a little bit of strip and then just stick it on the wall. 2, little push pins. If you find a little, oh my gosh, I don't know if I have any near me. I probably don't, but you've probably seen them here on my in my YouTube channel, Instagram, maybe not, but Instagram definitely. They're little mini petite little push pins, and but honestly, any push pin, it doesn't have to do the little mini ones. And then just find a petal, like one of the back petals, and then just stick the pin through the petal and then pin it to the wall. Now, if you don't want to do that, another thing that you can do is get yourself some gauge wire. Don't mind mine. You see it's all chewed up. Blame it on my puppy. Somehow this managed to land on the floor and my puppy went to town. So get yourself some wire. Okay, just a little piece like that. and then you're going to make a little loop, and you can find this is floral wire, so you can find this on Amazon. You can find it at Michael's, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Joann's. You get the picture. Pretty much any craft store, you can find the gauge wire. So just make a little loop like that. Now, everyone does this differently. A lot of people do different ways to hang them, but this is what I do. Then get yourself, let me cut a piece of scrap. So I have a little piece of scrap of the paper that I use. I'm just going to cut a little mini square. Okay. So then get your flower, rose, whatever. And then you are going to add glue. Get your wire. Okay. Add a little bit more glue on top, just to make sure that sticks. Get your whatever backing you want to use, little square, whatever you want. And then just stick that behind. Okay, and let that, obviously we want it to stick, so let it dry, and then you're all done. So then now your rose is ready to hang from this. You can use nails, you can use little push pins and then just hang, or you can actually use command strips if you don't want to damage the walls. That's what I always recommend my clients use, command strips, because then once you're done, just take that command strip done off the wall and you haven't damaged the walls. Because yes, nails, honestly my go-to are push pins. You know, for my home is typically what I use, because the push pins just leave the tiniest little hole. You know, if you do nails, they're a little bit bigger. But again, if it's something permanent that you're not going to be taking down anytime soon, then I definitely recommend nails or push pins. But if it's just, say, for a couple of months or for a party or something, then I definitely recommend command hooks. Okay, just because personal experience, I find that the brand Command, they stick to what they tell you, that it's not going to damage the wall, because I have used double-sided tape, double-sided command, no, not command hooks, but like, you know, a different brand that are, you know what I'm trying to say. And I just find that the brand Command is wonderful. Not being sponsored by them. Just throwing it out there. I've been doing this for many years and they're one of the best. So yeah, so I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please either message me on my Instagram at Ariel Elise Designs. I'm still active on there. Just because I'm not posting doesn't mean I'm always checking my messages or whatever. I am. And then, or my email, arielelisedesigns@gmail.com. And yeah, I will chat with you guys later. Oh, and just FYI, this is my ping leaf one. You can find this also on my website, www.arielelisedesigns.com, or my Etsy. You can find both. All right, guys, chat with you guys later. Bye.